Now, I'm not going to sit up here and lie with y'all. I'm fully aware there's only like 4 matches that were announced for this card. Next Saturday is WWE Crown Jewel in Perth, Australia. But I'm pretty sure, knowing WWE, they're going to add probably at least one more card to this match. Tops. This show is going to be at 8 a.m. in the morning for us here in the States. Considering the fact that last time they went to Australia, WWE was like at 5 o'clock a.m. for the Elimination Chamber. Anywho, this is my official predictions for Crown Jewel. If there's any other matches that are announced, you already know we'll try to discuss them as best as we can when we get to them. You got the Kabuki Warriors, or the villainous Kabuki Warriors, or at least Asuka in this case. They're taking on Io Sky and Rhea Ripley, the newly found couple, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky. This has been viewing for a minute here. If you've been watching Raw, if you've been keeping up with what's been going on in the show, people have been labeling this as one of the best storylines right now in WWE. I can't really, I don't know if I should tell you that's really up for you to decide. But to keep this video from being too long, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I think Rhea and Io are winning. I just do not see Asuka and Io, Asuka and Kyrie, being able to overcome the power of friendship and the bond that Io and Rhea have. So this should be a pretty good match. But I got Io and Rhea winning, obviously. Now we got the Crown Jewel tournament. So they're still doing this. This is a yearly thing. At first, when they first announced it, I was like, okay, that doesn't seem like too bad of an idea. But once you kind of see it all come together, it's like the idea of this Crown Jewel championship ring, like a Super Bowl, NFL, or an NBA championship ring, is kind of stupid, if I'm not going to lie. So we're getting champion versus champion. We got Stephanie Vaquer. We got Tiffany Stratton. My bet's on Stephanie Vaquer. I just feel like she's more of a favorite to win here. I just do not see in this world, or at least in this reality as of now, I don't see Tiffany beating Stephanie. Really nothing really more to really say as far as Stephanie's gonna show up. I think she's gonna show out, and she's gonna show that she's the better champion. Between the two. And it ain't gonna affect Tiffany if she loses, if I'm being honest. Now this is definitely probably one of the biggest matches outside of the men's Crown Jewel title. You got John Cena and AJ Styles, and it's funny because realistically, we probably had not the fan outrage and the fan lore wouldn't have been as loud as we saw, this match probably wouldn't even happened, because at first it seemed like it wasn't going to happen. We got John Cena versus AJ Styles, man, one last time. This is, I mean, this is, hopefully this turns out to be dope, and I think it will be dope. AJ Styles and John Cena, people bring up CM Punk, people bring up Edge, they bring up all these rivals that John Cena has fought over the years. But when it comes to specifically in-ring performance, you can argue that AJ Styles is probably the best in-ring performance and easily some of the best matches that John Cena's ever had. From their match at SummerSlam 2016 to their, in my opinion, very classic bout they had at the Royal Rumble 2017, which hit note. They never left the ring, mind you. AJ Styles and John Cena, man, like, you already know they gonna go out there and they gonna kill it. Like, that's what makes John Cena and AJ so special. That's why people wanted to see matches like this on the John Cena retirement tour. So that's why when it seemed like it wasn't gonna happen, people was not too happy about it, and now we finally get to see it. And realistically, again, I do think it was because of the fans. Because at first, I don't know in WWE and knowing how this retirement run has been. But like I said, I don't want to make the video too long. Easily put, John Cena's winning this. There's really no ifs and buts about it. And it's one of those matches where you don't really need to do a lot of build up to, and it's okay. The match is happening. That's all that matters. John Cena going over. There's really nothing more to it. All right, so the final match as of this video, Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. And to be honest with you, there's really nothing I can really say about this. We know the history behind Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins. Seth Rollins was Cody Rhodes' first feud when he came back to WWE at WrestleMania 38. Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins have had amazing chemistry. Their matches have been absolutely fantastic. To the match they had at WrestleMania, to the match they had at Backlash, to even the Hell in a Cell, where Cody was. Again, I don't even really need to get into it because, again, we know the history. However, with the story that they're telling, and you can kind of tell what they're kind of leading up to, Seth, I think this will be the first time Seth officially beats Cody Rhodes. I do think Seth Rollins will win this match. I do think the Vision will definitely play a role in it. Now, we got to see how War Games is looking, because with War Games being the big hype for the match, I'm assuming, again, with also it being John Cena's last Survivor Series, they gonna probably want him to compete in his first and only War Games match. So I'm assuming you're gonna have Seth freaking Rollins, you're gonna have the Vision, Braun Breaker, Bronson Reed, potentially, since they've been bringing him up a lot recently. You know, Brock Lesnar being a added feature to the group, and then ultimately you got Cody Rhodes, you got possibly LA Knight, you got Roman Reigns, and then obviously you possibly got John Cena. But ultimately, what we'll see, that's kind of where I see how the War Games could possibly look this year for the men. I may be wrong. We'll have to see what WWE does in the next couple of weeks following this show, because I'll have a lot of time to build towards it. But regardless, I do think that something will happen to where Seth will win. You still got the shit with Randy Orton as well. They've been teasing for a while on SmackDown. Again, Randy Orton's been looking at Cody's title. Randy Orton been possibly turning on Cody, and then we getting that big Randy versus Cody feud that everybody's been wanting to see for a minute now. So yeah, I kind of went a little too long in this video as expected, so I'm gonna go ahead and end the video. But yeah, man, that has been my Crown Jewel predictions, and we'll see what happens next Saturday morning over here in the States, and nothing more to it, man. You already know what this is, man. I'm out. Peace.